What if death is not the end, but a new beginning? Imagine a cycle, an eternal journey where the conclusion of one phase is merely the dawn of another. This concept, both intriguing and comforting, transcends the conventional view of mortality, opening our minds to a realm of infinite possibilities. It's a perspective that challenges our understanding, our fear of the unknown. The Tibetan Book of the Dead offers a unique perspective on this fascinating question. Often shrouded in mystery and misconception, the Tibetan Book of the Dead is not a morbid guide to the afterlife, but rather a spiritual manual for the living. Let's dive deep into the origin of this spiritual guide. It is believed to have been written in the 8th century by Padmasambhava, a Buddhist master who played a crucial role in bringing Buddhism to Tibet. The actual title, Bardo Thodol, translates to liberation through hearing during the intermediate state. A mouthful, isn't it? But it aptly encapsulates the essence of the text. The Tibetan Book of the Dead is a guide to the different stages or bardos that the consciousness goes through after death and before rebirth. But don't let the name mislead you. It is not just about death. It is as much about life and living as it is about death and dying. The purpose of this book is to guide individuals through the journey of life, death, and rebirth. It is not a religious text that demands faith or worship. Instead, it is a spiritual compass that helps one navigate the twists and turns of existence. The content of the Tibetan Book of the Dead is profound and expansive. It explores the nature of mind, the illusion of reality, the process of dying, and the journey through the bardos. It offers wisdom on how to live a meaningful life, how to die with grace, and how to navigate the after-death states, all with the ultimate aim of attaining liberation from the cycle of birth and death. One can approach this book as a philosophical treatise, a psychological guide, or a spiritual manual. It all depends on one's personal inclination and level of understanding. The beauty of the Tibetan Book of the Dead lies in its ability to speak to different people in different ways, at different stages of their life. Remember, the Tibetan Book of the Dead is not a book of despair or dread. It is a book of hope and liberation. It is a book of wisdom that encourages us to live fully, die gracefully, and understand the nature of existence deeply. It is a guide to understanding the self, life, death, and beyond. At the heart of the Tibetan Book of the Dead are concepts that challenge our understanding of life and death. Indeed, this ancient text offers a unique perspective on existence, presenting life and death not as opposing forces, but as intertwined elements of a never-ending cycle. In the Tibetan Book of the Dead, death is not an end, but a gateway to new beginnings. It's an integral part of our journey, a transition phase that leads us from one life to another in a continual cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. This cyclical view of existence is a cornerstone of many Eastern philosophies and religions, including Buddhism, which heavily influences the teachings of the Tibetan Book of the Dead. Perhaps one of the most intriguing ideas presented in this text is the concept of karma. In the simplest terms, karma is the law of cause and effect. It's the idea that our actions, both good and bad, have consequences that can affect us in this life and the next. It's a cosmic balancing act, a universal law that governs our existence and determines our fate in the cycle of reincarnation. According to the Tibetan Book of the Dead, by understanding karma, we can influence our future lives through our actions in the present. Another key concept in the Tibetan Book of the Dead is consciousness, or more specifically, the nature of the mind. The text emphasizes the importance of mindfulness, of being fully present in the moment. It teaches that the mind is not confined to the physical body, that it transcends death and continues on in the cycle of reincarnation. This idea challenges our conventional understanding of consciousness, suggesting that our existence is not limited to our physical form, but extends beyond it. The Tibetan Book of the Dead also places great importance on the practice of meditation. Meditation is seen as a tool to explore the mind, to delve into its depths and discover its true nature. It's a practice that can help us understand ourselves better, to recognize the impermanence of life and the inevitability of death. Through meditation, we can learn to let go of our fears and anxieties, to embrace the present moment, and to prepare ourselves for the journey that awaits us after death. Finally, the Tibetan Book of the Dead encourages us to question our place in the universe. It urges us to look beyond our individual selves and to see ourselves as part of a larger whole. It teaches that we are not separate from the universe, but interconnected with it, that we are part of a cosmic network of existence that includes all living beings. This idea of interconnectedness is a powerful one, reminding us of our shared humanity and our collective responsibility towards each other and the world we live in. In conclusion, the concepts in the Tibetan Book of the Dead offer a fascinating exploration of life, death, and what lies beyond. They challenge us to question our understanding of existence, to contemplate the nature of the mind, and to consider our place in the universe. They encourage us to embrace the present moment, to live mindfully, and to understand the impact of our actions through the lens of karma. These concepts invite us to see beyond our physical existence, to explore the depths of our consciousness and our place in the universe. But the Tibetan Book of the Dead is not just about abstract concepts. It also has practical applications in our everyday lives. Let's delve into the heart of these teachings and see how they can be applied to our modern existence. One of the fundamental principles in the Tibetan Book of the Dead is the concept of karma. This concept is not just about the actions we take, but also the intentions behind those actions. By understanding karma, we learn that our actions have consequences, and these consequences are not just external, they are internal too. This understanding can lead us to live more mindfully and compassionately, knowing that our actions ripple out into the world and echo back to us. Moreover, the Tibetan Book of the Dead teaches us about the cycle of life and death, about the impermanence of all things. This can be a hard truth to swallow, particularly in a culture that so often seeks to deny or delay the inevitable. However, embracing this understanding can help us cope with loss and grief. When we understand that death is not an end, but a part of the cycle, we can find comfort and even a sense of peace. Furthermore, this understanding of the cycle of life and death can also inspire us to live more fully in the present moment. It encourages us to appreciate the transience of our experiences and to cherish the time we have. This mindfulness can lead us to live more fulfilling lives, filled with gratitude and appreciation. Finally, the Tibetan Book of the Dead offers guidance on how to navigate our own inner landscapes. It encourages introspection and self-awareness, two key components of personal growth and self-improvement. By exploring our own minds, we can learn to better understand ourselves and others, fostering empathy, compassion, and understanding. By understanding and applying these teachings, we can live more fulfilling and meaningful lives. The Tibetan Book of the Dead offers a profound exploration of life, death, and the nature of reality. It's like a map, charting the complex terrain of our existence, pointing us towards a deeper understanding of who we are and what it means to be human. In the course of this video, we've journeyed through the enigmatic questions of existence, delved into the heart of the Tibetan Book of the Dead, and immersed ourselves in its rich, intricate concepts. We've seen how it's not just a book about death, but a guide to life, inviting us to confront our fears, embrace our imperfections, and cultivate compassion for ourselves and others. It's a testament to the timeless wisdom of Tibetan Buddhism, offering insights that resonate as powerfully today as they did hundreds of years ago. It nudges us towards self-awareness and spiritual growth, prompting us to question and discover rather than accept and conform. It's a transformative journey, a voyage of self-discovery. And like any journey, it's not about the destination, but the path we take, the steps we navigate, the moments of revelation and realization. Consider these teachings, ponder over them, and let them guide you on your journey. Don't forget to comment your thoughts below, subscribe for more enlightening content, and share this video with someone who might find it useful. Until next time, keep exploring.